Half.
To all you haters out there, fuck you. This is not a fucking hobby. You're listening to the most non-relevant, relevant sports show on the internet. He's a combat veteran turned entrepreneur turned sports journalist. And she has an IQ higher than your entire family combined. It's the S3, and it starts right now.
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the S3. I am JD. She is the lovely Miss Lady Emma. Marty Tisdale, Jeff Demers, with you as always. Well, not as always, because we took what was that, a week off or 2 weeks off? It felt like forever.
I think it might have been 2.
It may have been 2 weeks. Getting hit with the migraines and the coughs and the colds, and sometimes you just don't feel up to it. But we are back. But before we get started, really quick, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Maybe, just maybe, it's time to upgrade your ride and get something more reliable for the family, or finally treat yourself to that dream car. Whatever the reason, there's only one person to see, and that is Mr. Kevin Moore out in Peoria at Liberty Buick. Kevin and his team have the best selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with unbeatable deals and top-notch service. No hassle, no stress, just great vehicles at great prices. So don't wait. Head down to Liberty Buick and ask for Kevin Moore today. Tell him JD sent you. If you don't like me, tell him Lady M sent you. He knows her too. All right, what's first?
Horrible dad joke of the week.
Horrible dad joke of the week. Lady M, what do you call a wizard who's really bad at football?
I have no idea what.
Fumbledore.
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 Nice.
Or Mark Sanchez. I don't know, whichever one you want to say. All right. All right, let's get started. What's our first topic?
NFL Week 12 schedule.
Let's go over it. First off, the bye week this week. Broncos, Dolphins, Chargers, and Commanders. Broncos looking really good right now. Chargers also looking really good. One team that's in the division is not looking that good, but may still have a shot at the playoffs. It's Kansas City Chiefs. We'll get to them in a second. Let's start with tonight's game. The Buffalo Bills sitting at 7-3 and behind our New England Patriots in the AFC East. Did we fast forward 10 years or so? We were supposed to suck for a long time before the Patriots.
I know. I wasn't prepared for the big jump. I was expecting a little jump. I'm not going to lie.
America's not ready for the Patriots to be good again. Like everybody. So basically what's happening, what I feel is happening right now is the same thing that happened like 7 or 8 years ago, where nobody says anything bad about the Patriots, but as soon as they lose, all the cockroaches come out of the darkness. And it's just everybody. So look, just start talking trash now. Earn a little bit of respect from me instead of waiting for them to lose, waiting for them to exit the playoffs and then start talking trash. That's a cockroach move. You know, cockroaches, when everything's bright and everything looks good, you can't see them. When the lights go out, they're everywhere. All right. But the Buffalo Bills 7-3 at the Texans at 5-5. I'll be cheering on the Texans tonight, even with their backup quarterback, Mr. Mills. But there's not too many weaknesses except for the Bills' rushing defense. It's actually a pretty big weakness, which is why I'm thinking Woody Marks is going to have a really good night tonight, which is why he may or may not be the captain of my DFS team tonight, which I will go over after we do the schedule. Actually, after we do the pick six locks of the week. Bills at Texans. I think it's going to be a much better game than a lot of people think. But I'm leaning Bills in this one just because it's the Bills and they shouldn't lose to the Texans and their backup quarterback.
Yeah.
But there's been a couple games this year the Bills should not have lost, and they lost, and they look bad doing it. So
Dolphins.
What?
I agree.
You got a little something? Do you need to take a minute? Get something out. All right. Thank God, though, we don't have to watch the Dolphins in another primetime game. So that's good. Not this week, anyway. I'm thinking Bills early Sunday schedule. This is going to be a really good game. You got the Steelers sitting at 6-4 at the Chicago Bears at 7-3. I like this matchup for the Chicago Bears because at the beginning of this season, like everybody was all up on the Steelers defense and how awesome it is. And, you know, TJ, not JJ, TJ Watt is going to set all these types of sack records and
stuff. Yeah.
But, and then they look like an average team. Yes, they beat the Patriots, but so didn't the Raiders. So, I mean,
right.
See, that was really on.
Terrible, but
there's still, the whole division is terrible with the exception of the fact that there's another team that we're going to talk about in a minute that's starting to look like people expect them to look. That's right on their heels and could be tied with them after Sunday's early slate. So I'm thinking Bears in this one, but wouldn't surprise me if the Steelers actually show up and do what they need to do. But I'm thinking Bears in Chicago. I like it. Patriots 9-2 at the Bengals 3-7. This is the type of game that worries me. If you're a Patriots fan, yes, they have shown up. Yes, they have beat the bad teams, but Joe Flacco might come out. I mean, you still have Higgins. You still have Chase. You still got Brown in the backfield. Your defense is not that good, but you've got two number one wide receivers, basically. Now, everybody knows that Chase on the Bengals, that Chase is the number one, but the matchup problem that I can see with this for the Patriots is the Patriots outside of Gonzalez, because Gonzalez is mostly going to be on Chase in this game.
Yeah.
They have nobody in the secondary that can match up with Higgins. And Higgins has been making his money on 50-50 balls. You just throw it up, and the Patriots don't have really tall, corners.
Right.
So this could be a problem if they get a bad matchup there. And I think it is a bad matchup already. Yeah. 1 versus 1. I like Gonzalez against Chase, but I don't know. I don't know if Davis can lock down their number 5. I don't know. I'm a little worried about it. Let's just say that. Hopefully I'm all smiles. New York Giants 2-9. They are not all smiles because now they have Jameis Winston as their starting quarterback. Yeah. And they're going up against a team that I feel is going to put up about 45 points on them. And that is your secondary team. And for those of you just jumping in, the Detroit Lions has been her secondary team for about 15 years. Yeah. Not like in the last 4 or 5 years, but about 15 years when they were only getting 1 or 2 wins. So yeah, she's not a bandwagon fan. She is sleeping with me, and I'm a diehard Pats fan, so that's why she's got the Pats hat. No, she is a diehard Pats fan.
I'm a Pats fan first.
Who is your favorite Patriots
I was just
player?
telling you, it's actually getting harder to root for the Lions and care if they win because we're suddenly doing good again.
What would you do?
Terrible. It gave me something to root for. So.
What would you do if it comes down to in the big game, Detroit?
Oh, the Pats. You don't have to finish.
You can only have one favorite.
I am a Pats fan. And they're the ones that I want above all else. Just if they're doing terrible, then I will root for the Lions.
That is the definition of favorite, though. You can't have 2 favorites. You can only have 1.
Yeah.
All right. If you have more than 1 kid, you know damn well you have a favorite. You just don't say it out loud.
Well, I don't need to flip a coin or anything like that, but the Lions beat every other team in the NFL except for mine.
Bottom line is there should be 1 or 2. If you can get both running backs on your DFS team this week for the Lions, I highly recommend it. So make that happen. Next on the slate, the Vikings at 4-6 at the Packers 6-3-1. I was just reading an article the other day on ESPN. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is that guy at quarterback for the future of the Vikings.
No, they keep doing that. It feels like Like they'll get something going. They'll have a real great end of the season. The Bears did this shit too for like 2 years though. And then they like trade away the players that made it happen.
The Bears are looking pretty good right now though.
They are. The Bears are looking good right now, but the Seahawks
and I'm not a
are
Williams
right
fan.
now. And the Seahawks are the ones that have Sam Darnold, who was Viking last year, if I'm remembering it correctly.
He was a Niner last year.
Was he a Niner?
Was he a Niner? He was a Viking.
He was a Viking.
Who am I thinking about that was on the Niners last year? Oh, Seahawks. Yeah.
It was Brock Purdy, who's been the Niners for a minute.
Yeah, but he
was
backup.
Oh,
for some reason I can't think of it. I
don't know. It was
Buffalo,
and then
I think you're right about the Vikings. For some reason, I can't think of it. I just cracked open my energy.
They shot themselves in the foot, is all that I'm saying. If they had been willing to, they thought that getting a new kid would solve all their problems, but they can't all be Drake May.
Brock Purdy's also somebody that I love this. Hold on.
Sure.
Look at this comment. Love it. First off, I can't even pretend that I love corn. You know this. But yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not on that path.
That's very graphic image. I like it.
but I love these types of comments versus like haters that just come on and just kind of blast people. You know, they don't even know us and stuff like that. Although, like, I'm open for any type of comment. Be nice, be mean, whatever. But it is refreshing to see something like that make me laugh. I just got to show it one more time. Now I have that image in my mind.
Payton eats corn vertically for those that are listening.
I love it.
Podcast.
I love it. Thank you for that. Love that. All right.
That was good.
Where are we after that one?
We're Vikings Packers.
All right. So Vikings Packers. I expect the Packers to pull this out, even though they are also playing with their backup quarterback. Jordan Love is he's out. So, but I still expect the Packers and their defense to look good against the Vikings. But a little bit back to J.J. McCarthy and why I think they're going to draft another quarterback. Because on paper, you've got at wide receiver, you've got Jefferson, right, arguably number one wide receiver in the league next to maybe Chase. Mm-hmm. Then you've got Addison, who's a solid number two. Then you've got their tight end Hawkinson, right? So when you have just that core three, and then you've got AJ in the backfield, AJ Green, in the backfield when he's healthy. I mean, all they need is a quarterback to make this engine go. They should not be a 4-6 team right now, but they are, and they're probably going to go to 4-7 after this weekend. All right, the Seahawks and JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba, sitting at 7-3 at the Baltimore Ravens, who are coming up right now. You know, 3 weeks ago, everybody had the Ravens kind of written off. They even like traded away a few people, but that offense is starting to look like the offense they expect it to be. So you got Flowers looking good. Obviously, you have King Henry, but I don't know. I think they can overtake Pittsburgh for the lead in the AFC North.
I mean, if I had to pick between the two, I would prefer the Ravens took the lead over there.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't. I would rather see the Steelers in the playoffs than a hot Ravens team.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
But we beat the Bills, so we can beat a hot team.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
And the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers, correct.
Sunday late schedule, afternoon schedule. The Browns at 2-8, at the Raiders 2-8. I cannot wait to watch that game. Please make that a primetime game. No, don't. That's got to be the worst game on the schedule. Actually, I may be remiss because there's another game coming up here shortly. Here later on that may be worse. But the Browns should beat Vegas. The Browns should. Shedeur Sanders is making his first NFL start.
Is he now?
In this game because Gabriel is still in concussion protocol. So I wish him all the best. I had a lot of hate for him because, like, we cheer for ASU here because I cover Arizona State. I had a lot of hate for him in college, but he's in the pros now, and I wish him nothing but the best. Speaking of which, Arizona State actually takes on Colorado this weekend in Colorado. Nice. So that should be fun. I'll talk about that more here in a little bit as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars right here in the Valley taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
I still cannot get over that touchdown Trevor Lawrence did earlier in the season where he basically fell twice and somehow crawled across the line and still made it in.
Against the Niners, wasn't it? No, it was against the Chiefs.
That was magic. That never should have.
That was against the Chiefs.
Right.
Yeah,
right. Anyways,
I love it.
Sorry.
Absolutely
I want to see some
it.
action like that. That was crazy.
Jacksonville's looking pretty good in the AFC South, but there's another team in Indy that they're probably not going to catch. So, but I mean, they're in the wild card. They are better than the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
Right.
All right.
That's crazy.
Next game. Do you expect the Cardinals to pull off this game?
No.
Oh, wow. Hater. You're a hater.
I don't know what's going on, but they're just awful.
They're on their 6th-string running back in Knight.
Yeah. Without Marvin Harrison Jr. there's.
Yeah, MHJ is still out because he had his appendix out.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Still out. All right. I expect the Jaguars to win that game, but I think the Cardinals can keep it close. Eagles 6-2 at the Cowgirls 4-5-1. This should be a really good week for both Brown and Smith, the wide receivers for the Philadelphia Eagles. This should be a really good week. So that means it's a really good week for Jalen Hurts too. So I would be surprised if the Cowboys actually win this game.
Shocked. I expect it to be a bit heavy-handed, actually.
Yep. Falcons 3-7 at the Saints 2-8. Again, Kirk Cousins starting for the Falcons because Michael Penix Jr. is hurt. So they have to start him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying him $400 million. You might as well start him.
Do something with him, maybe.
He's the most expensive backup quarterback in the league next to maybe Kyler Murray if he could ever get healthy, but he was never a backup. He's just been hurt. Now he's out for the rest of the season. Falcons Saints. The Falcons should win this game.
Should. Kirk Cousins might actually be beneficial to them if it gets them out of their funk.
Crap the last time he was in the game. He had to start. He looked terrible.
They always kind of look like crap.
But you know what? He's already got his money
right now. So.
He doesn't care. He's already got his money.
Be one of those things where it's the two teams that are awful, so they're actually playing at the same level as each other. So then the game ends up looking competitive.
Terrible, horrible. Another game I will not be switching to on Sunday on the YouTube NFL channel.
Yeah.
No, I won't even if we had a TV that was smart enough to pick up the 4 screens, that would not be one of the games.
No.
If there were only 4 games and I only had 4 screens to look at, I would still not have that game on TV.
Right? It's 3.
Sunday night football. The Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Brock Purdy-led San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle looked really good last week.
He did. They all looked real fired up and excited to have Brock back, and Brock looked excited to be back. And
it's going to be a good test, though.
Yeah.
This is
going to be a real challenge for both teams going in.
Who are you thinking on this game? I'm thinking, you got to go with the hometown team, right? You got to go with the Niners?
I do think the Niners have just a little bit of an edge. That's not to say that the Bucs are incapable of it, though. They might catch us off guard, but I would put it just a little bit more into the Niners.
Did I not add the Monday Night Football game to this schedule?
Nope. There is one written down. My brain went, maybe there isn't one.
No, there is one. It is the Panthers. Whoa, wait a minute. What?
Panthers have a Monday night game? Really? For real? I guess they have been doing better this season.
Oh, that's why I screwed it up.
Why?
All right, so the Buccaneers are actually at the Rams at 8-2. So they're at the Rams, and then Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football is the Panthers at the 49ers.
What is the Panthers?
Panthers
record?
are 6-5.
Okay.
At the 49ers. Are you writing this down too?
I did. And you know what? I kind of want to I know that the NFL would listen to me, but I would rather see the Bucs and the Panthers and the Rams and the Niners.
Oh, it's the Bucs and the Rams and the Panthers and the Niners.
That would be extremely competitive.
Make sure you
games.
change that on your end. The Rams are Sunday Night Football. Bucs and the Rams.
They're going to take the Bucs probably.
They should take that, and then the 49ers should beat the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on Monday Night Football.
Even though the Panthers are doing better than they have for years.
With that being said, what's next?
Pick 6 locks of the week.
All right, now I just want to show this little guy off. I want to thank my awesome brain for winning the Big Six last week, 5-1. I also want to thank you for apparently you and your Lions taking the week off last week and allowing me to win the Golden Bragger Award for the S Street in consecutive weeks. So we're dealing with the last time we did it, I won.
Yeah, we've missed it.
And then I won this. Yeah, okay. So you have
it counts.
You have first pick for tonight's game. Bills at Texans. What are you taking? Are you writing these down?
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Bills. I don't want to, but I feel like they're going to win. So
I'm going to take the Texans. I'm rolling with the Texans tonight.
Texans.
Just so I can feel good about against if the Bills actually lose. So, I mean, I feel good anytime the Bills lose, just like I feel good anytime the Yankees lose. All right. So I will take the Bills. Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers at the Rams.
I think the Rams are going to be able to beat the Bucs.
I'll take the Rams in this one as well.
We're probably going to end up matching on tomorrow too, if I had to guess.
Monday Night Football, or not tomorrow.
My voice is trying to
There's no Friday Night Football. Monday Night Football,
whatever.
Panthers 6-5 at the Niners 7-4. Yes, I am also taking the San Francisco 49ers. So as far as primetime games, I'm the only idiot in the room because I'm taking the Texans tonight and Davis Mills taking down the Buffalo Bills on Thursday Night Football. All right, you get first pick for the main slate.
I'm gonna take one that you could probably guess. I'm gonna take the Lions over the Giants.
You cherry picking son of a bitch. All right, I knew you were gonna. I always let you take the Lions anyway.
You do. You've been kind. And they've been rewarding you for that.
I am going to take. Dare I take the Cardinals? Dare I? No, I'm going to take the Eagles over the Cowgirls.
Eagles.
Yep. I think Jalen Hurts puts up at least 280 and 3 touchdowns through the air in this one. So I like that one.
All right.
What's your next pick?
I'll take the Bears over the Steelers.
The Bears over the Steelers. I like where your head's at most of the time. I think I'm going to take. Oh God, that Packers pick looks really good to me, even though no Jordan Love.
Right.
I'm gonna take the Packers over the Vikings. I'd say they still win at home over the guy that I'm not sold on, JJ McCarthy.
All right.
There's nobody going to take the Patriots in this one.
I always feel uncomfortable taking them. Like, I don't want to jinx it.
We're not superstitious, but we are a little stitious.
I am. It works when you do it, but it's never worked when I've done it. So then it makes me feel
So
paranoid.
It'll be your fault. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's not on me.
I will take the Seahawks.
Taking the Seahawks at Baltimore.
I feel like that's a bit of a risk on that one. I'm going to roll the dice. So
You know what? I'm going to get ballsy on this one. Is this my final pick?
this is the final pick.
I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals and no Marvin Harrison Jr. to upset the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've got this thing. It's East Coast team traveling to the West, kind of West Coast.
Yeah.
God, it's a stupid pick. Why didn't I just take the Patriots? I'm taking the Cardinals. Give me a reason to watch the second half slate.
Right.
Before Sunday Night Football. Because the rest of that slate, I mean, I'll probably be watching the Eagles-Cowboys on the main TV, on the TV in front of me. We have 2 big screens in the living room, so but the one in front of me will probably have the Eagles-Cowboys, and you'll probably be gaming on the other one because the Patriots.
Probably. I doubt I'm going to care about any of those.
So I'm just going to I'll check it at the end of the game and be like, oh, my God, they won. Great.
Right.
All right. Go over them again. What do we got?
All right. So for Thursday night, I took the Bills and you took the Texans.
Okay.
And on Sunday night, we both picked the Rams to beat the Buccaneers. And Monday night, we both picked the Niners to beat the Panthers.
All right.
I took Lions, Bears, and Seahawks. You took Eagles, Packers, and Cardinals.
All right.
All right.
I like your Seahawks pick. I think that's very ballsy.
It is.
I like your Seahawks pick.
Hopefully they won't let me go.
I hate my Cardinals pick, but I already said it and I can't go back. I hate that pick. Why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm not even drinking. We stopped drinking on the show. Why am I making that stupid pick?
That was a pretty wild out there choice. You caught me off guard.
That's like
going all in on blackjack. Team, that's what we'll say.
That's like going all in on blackjack just because you won a couple in a row and you just want to like ride the waves. That's basically what I'm doing. I won a couple in a row. I'm feeling pretty ballsy, and now I'll probably lose. I'll get like 2 of these right, and 1 will not be tonight. Why did I pick the Texans?
Yeah, all kinds of buyer's remorse up there.
My God. And nobody picked the 9-2 Patriots, a team that has won 8 straight. Basically a gimme game against a team that doesn't even put the defense on the field. Unbelievable. All right. Well, let's go through the ones that weren't picked. Patriots, Bengals, we know, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got that one. Browns and Raiders. Nobody picked that one.
That's going to be it's just like a slap fight, I think.
I went against No-Show Gino, who I loaded up my DFS team with Gino and Tucker and last week, and like it was a shit.
What he has like he's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns, I think they were saying.
Yeah.
During the last game.
The only starter in the NFL that has done that.
That is fucking crazy.
That is crazy because his last 2 years in Seattle, he actually played well enough to have obviously somebody pick him up as a starter. I mean, you got Tom Brady, who apparently knows a lot about quarterbacks. That was all in on Geno Smith.
Right.
How do you have Smith
doesn't play like that?
How do you have the greatest quarterback, arguably of all time, as a part owner on a team with the worst quarterback of the entire season that's actually a starter?
Right.
You know damn well they're drafting a quarterback this coming draft. It may be Levitt.
We had a whole conversation about that when someone leaves a team because it wasn't working with that team and they go to a new team and the new team just pulls in all of the old people again. It wasn't working.
It worked for Tommy Boy, where he brought in a bunch of his friends, but
he's
the exception,
I guess. Though. Greatest quarterback of all time. It didn't work for Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. It's not working for Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers. It's not working.
He doesn't have any friends on the Steelers. I don't even think.
I thought he brought a bunch of people with him there too.
No.
But
they already had people in.
They had already same thing though. When the coach and Geno Smith left the Seahawks, they went and took all of their buddies with them, but it was like it wasn't working there either. So if you're the new team and you're like, okay, Geno, I think you could do some stuff. Let's try this. You don't bring in all of the people that were with him that were failing.
They didn't really bring all of them. They brought Lockett back, but he's only been with the team for like 2 weeks.
Any of them.
Any of them. All right, that'll work. I'm thinking Cleveland for this game.
You're starting over rebuild.
I like the matchup for Cleveland's defense. I don't know what Shedeur Sanders is going to bring to the table in his first ever start in the NFL, but I like defense versus offense. I like the Browns defense versus the Raiders offense. If I had a sure bet in this game, it would be that Geno Smith is going to throw another interception.
Right.
That's my sure bet. Since none of us wanted to touch this game for our locks, I'm taking the Browns defense over Geno Smith is what I'm doing.
Okay. I can agree with that argument.
All right. What other game? The Falcons and the Saints. Nobody wanted that one. Does nobody believe in Kirk Cousins?
No. I never did. I'm sorry.
What about Alvin Kamara for the Saints? One of the top running backs in the last decade for any team. Alvin Kamara.
But he's trapped on the Saints. It's like when Saquon Barkley was trapped on the Giants. You didn't hear his name. We weren't talking about him every week. Philly got him, and now he's like, I still think he should have been MVP last year. I think he did better than the quarterback.
Oh, he absolutely should have been MVP, but the MVP goes to quarterbacks.
I know it does, but I feel like
even though this year,
I'm just saying,
not this year,
last year.
No, I'm saying this year, Drake May, obviously, we kind of cheer for him, but honestly, I think the MVP so far for this season is Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Colts. He's amazing.
Okay.
He's absolutely freaking amazing. But it's a quarterback reward. What they'll do is they'll give the quarterback the MVP, and then they'll make Taylor the offensive player of the year.
Right.
Sure.
Which he should be.
He'll definitely get that, but he may not get the MVP.
No.
So, whatever. And then we talked about the other games.
Yes, we did.
So we're good. All right. Let's talk about what are we talking about next?
JD's DFS lineups for Thursday night.
All right, here's my lineup. Take out pen and paper. Make sure you have your DraftKings app open because I'm going to give you the lineup for tonight. My captain for tonight, in case you don't know, when you're only picking one game, this is for all you beginners out there. When you're only picking one game, it's called a showdown game, which means you can build a lineup. It's not like your typical fantasy lineup where you got to do quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, all that stuff. You have a specific budget. You can only pick 6 players. You can pick any 6 players, including kickers. Kickers love this because in a traditional lineup for DraftKings for like an entire Sunday slate, the kicker's not involved. This is the only slate where the kicker's involved is a showdown slate. So I am telling you that Woody Marks is going to have one hell of a night tonight against the Bills. He is my captain. Now, whoever you put in the captain slot, he costs 1.5 times his normal value.
Right.
But he gets you 1.5 times normal points.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wanted to just put defenses, maybe Houston's defense and Buffalo's defense on this, but the problem with doing a defense is as soon as somebody scores, you lose a lot of points if they score on your defense because it's 1.5 times the points.
Right.
So I don't like that. But I've got Woody Marks as my captain. I do have the Bills defense in this game because I don't expect too many points to be put up, but I do like Woody Marks to find the end zone. So Woody Marks is my captain. I've got the Bills defense special teams at $4,800. Woody Marks, by the way, costs $13,800.
Right.
Bills defense, $4,800. I've got Josh Allen as well, who costs $12,400. In case you don't know, he plays on the Bills. Not too many people know that. I've got both kickers. I've got Kaimi Fairband for Houston at $5,000. I've got the old man Matt Prater kicker for Buffalo at $5,200, and I've got wide receiver Khalil Shakir for Buffalo at $8,000. I don't like that pick, but he was the best option with that much money. Otherwise, I was going to leave thousands on the table and probably put Houston's defense in there as well. So I've got Khalil Shakir. Maybe I'll be cheering for him tonight. If he gets a touchdown, I'll be okay with it because I don't have Houston's defense in the lineup. Again, captain, running back, Woody Marks, $13,800. Defense special teams for the Bills at $4,800. I've got Josh Allen For Buffalo at 12-4, I've got Khalil Shakir, his number one wide receiver, kind of. For $8,000, I've got both kickers, Kaimi Fairbairn for Houston at $5,000, and the old man Matt Prater, Buffalo at 5,200. All right, what's next?
Sit 'em, start 'em. Start 'em and sit 'em.
Start 'em, sit 'em. All right.
I said it backwards.
I can go over the sit-ems first if you want me to. Most people want to know who to start. So I'm going to go through 3 from each position, except kickers, because you don't use kickers on the fantasy slate for DraftKings. All right. Quarterback. Guy you might know, maybe not. Name's Drake May in New England. Start him. Start Jalen Hurts against that terrible Dallas defense, and start Jared Goff against that terrible Giants defense. Drake May is also going against, I think, the 28th ranked defense in the NFL.
Right.
Running backs, Yamir Gibbs for Detroit, Saquon Barkley, you mentioned, for Philly, and Travion Henderson for New England. Yeah. All going against bottom 5 rushing defenses.
I love when Henderson gets the ball and just takes off.
Hell yeah.
It's exciting if you haven't witnessed it yet.
He's got a very, very bright future in New England.
He's got
wide receivers. Our guy, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba up in Seattle. I got Rome Odunze for Chicago, and I've got A.J. Brown. I wanted to put down, if you don't like A.J. Brown, put in Smith. Put in his roommate, his teammate. Maybe they live together. I don't know.
You're watching those commercials too much where they all live in the house with the mascot.
The Heisman house. Yeah. But if you don't want to put in A.J. Brown, one of those two are going to have one hell of a game. I'm telling you, Dallas's secondary sucks.
Yeah.
Put everybody in there. If you can start every single wide receiver that they have, including Dotson, start them. Tight ends. Right here in the Valley, start Trey McBride, who I will be leaning on since I was dumb enough to pick the Cardinals to win this weekend.
McBride is a rock star, so.
He is. I love him. Trey McBride, he's a fantasy rock star too. Trey McBride for Arizona. Travis Kelce, look for the old man to have a pretty good game this weekend.
Yeah, it's like people forgot about him. They covered him so hard Kansas couldn't even use him anymore last year. And it's like everybody forgot about him, and now he's on fire again.
Who are the Chiefs? Did I leave the Chiefs off the schedule? Did I leave? I think I forgot a game.
You must have, because they're not mentioned.
Oh my God. Colts at Chiefs. How did I not put that
early or late on Sunday?
Wow.
Late Sunday?
This can't be right. What did I do for the schedule this week? Patriots, Bengals, Jags, Cardinals, Bills, Texans, Steelers, Bears, Giants, Lions, Vikings, Packers, Seahawks, Titans.
Seahawks, Titans, not Ravens.
Not Ravens. What am I doing?
Now I'm cherry picking. It wasn't cherry picking when it was the Ravens. It was a risk, but now it's cherry picking. So
Titans 1-9. What happened with my mind yesterday? This is what happens when I try and get stuff done ahead of time. All right, Jets at Ravens.
Jets at Ravens.
And nobody touched that game because, it wasn't.
Because we didn't have it.
Now I'm positive the Ravens are going to win, and nobody picked any of those games.
You just turned my wild pick into a cherry picking.
Jets, Ravens, Browns, Raiders, Eagles, Cowboys, Falcons, Saints. And I missed the early game, Colts, Chiefs.
Colts at Chiefs.
Colts at Chiefs.
Right, well.
I think the Chiefs, let's talk about that game. I can't believe I missed that on the schedule.
Yeah, I don't think we have to talk about the Jets.
This is a tough game. Right now, the Chiefs are not even in the playoffs. They're they're 11th or 12th.
If the
right
Colts
now in the
win
AFC.
This game, that's going to be like their season topper, if you will. I think it's gonna show that they're really here and that they're really doing business.
You know what? I can definitely see Jonathan Taylor, because he is in the MVP discussion.
Yeah.
Like he can run all over the Chiefs.
Yeah.
This weekend.
No, it's going to be
I'll put him down for
the Chiefs are going to have to fight.
I may just put it. I'll put a bet down, not just for an anytime touchdown, but I'll put him down for 2 touchdowns this weekend at Kansas City.
All right.
I'll put him down for 2, not just 1. 2.
Yeah,
all right.
Kansas City's going to have to fight like hell if they want it.
Kansas City actually has a pretty decent rushing defense. I think they're like 5th against the rush. But we're talking about arguably the best running back in the league right now, which is why he's the only running back being brought up in the MVP discussion.
Right.
I can see the Colts taking the Chiefs. You know what? If I would have remembered to put that on the early slate that I sent you, I may have been dumb enough to pick the Colts. But instead, I went full retard because I can still say that word. I went full retard and I said that the Cardinals were going to win this weekend. So this is on me for not knowing what the hell the actual schedule is. Cardinals over Jacksonville. I didn't know who they're playing though. So and I'm still gonna justify it in my mind.
You just missed a couple of games. You did mess up the way some of them were playing, but
all right. So start him, sit him, back to start him, sit him. Tight ends, Trey McBride, Travis Kelce, and Hunter Henry should have a really good game this weekend.
Hunter Henry has been living up to his hype this year.
Yeah, I like him. He'll be in the end zone. Yeah. Him and Stephon Diggs and Travion. You know what? One touchdown for everybody. Hey, Drake May is just going to be giving out touchdowns like Oprah. He's just going to, you get a touchdown, everybody gets a touchdown.
Yeah.
This weekend. It's
but
again, the more I talk about that game, the more I am really nervous about them just dropping a game in Cincinnati. They won 8 straight. This just feels like a trap game.
It is the kind of game that is a trap game sometimes. I think we'll be okay though.
But I think the Colts can definitely beat the Chiefs.
We haven't shown those signs of complacency that teams show when they're going to have a trap game, like the Cowboys usually do.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked the Eagles.
So I think we'll be okay. It might be more challenging than it should be.
All right. Continue on with start 'em, sit 'em. Start the Seahawks at Tennessee. Start the Packers at Minnesota. And start the Raiders defense against Cleveland. You can actually switch those out if you want. You can take Cleveland's defense against the Raiders. But either one of them, I don't expect a lot of points. Again, you've got Geno Smith, who can't throw the ball to anybody this year. And then you've got Shedeur Sanders, which I hope he actually comes out and plays really well. But, I mean, you've got a guy in Max Crosby on that defensive line that is, like, salivating at the opportunity to introduce himself to the young rookie.
Right.
Like, I expect him to make Shedeur I think Shedeur just may have more rushing yards than passing yards this weekend because he'll be scrambling away from Max Crosby, like, all game.
All the time.
Put him down for an interception, too, in his first game. I'm not saying that's going to be a terrible start. I would be shocked if he doesn't throw an interception in his first game. So, and nobody would blame him because it's his first freaking game.
Right.
All right, moving on. Sit them. Sit all of them. J.J. McCarthy, sit them. Geno Smith, just mentioned him. And yes, Shedeur Sanders, sit them. Don't expect, like, Shedeur to come out and just blow it up. All right? I'll put him down for maybe a passing touchdown, and maybe he gets in one on his legs, which would be very respectable. On his very respectable for his first game. But I don't expect him to light it up. Like, he's not going to come out. He doesn't have the type of offensive weapons to come out and just blow it up. I think a good game for Shedeur Sanders would be probably 180, no interceptions, and 1 touchdown. I think that would be a very respectable first start for him. But I think he's going to throw an interception. Yeah. All right. So sit them. Running backs. Sit. Ashton Genty for Vegas. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants. And Zonovan Knight right here in the Valley. Sit them against a very tough Jacksonville rush defense. Wide receivers. Michael Pittman Jr. going up against the Chiefs secondary. Sit them. Trey Tucker in Vegas. Sit them because Geno Smith sucks. And Romeo Dobbs, it's not a good matchup for him against that Minnesota secondary. Minnesota's got a really good secondary. They just give up a lot on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, tight ends, sit him. Ty Warren, there's a lot of good names on this list. Ty Warren for Indy, sit him. Jake Ferguson for Dallas, sit him against that Philadelphia secondary. Do a really good job against tight ends. And Juwan Johnson, nobody cares. He's on the Saints. He's probably not going to start him anyway. Defenses to sit the Chiefs against the Colts. Like vice versa, sit the Colts against the Chiefs. I expect this to be a shootout game.
Yeah.
And then the Giants against Detroit. Why would you start the New York Giants defense against the Lions? Why? Tell me in the comments. Give me one good reason why the Giants defense is going to show up against the Detroit Lions.
Right.
All right, what's next?
Forks up.
Forks up. Yeah. Yep. All right. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I just grab like a random hat off the wall or whatever. I just realized I grabbed their hat.
Yeah.
All right. I like this hat. It's a good hat. Like it. All right. Sun Devils football. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk men and women's basketball here real quick for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils are again ranked 25th. ASU currently sits in 5th in the Big 12 with a 7-3 record overall. Probably won't win the conference this year. Actually, they won't win the conference this year, but they should have a really good bowl game to play in. They head to Colorado on Saturday to take on the Buffaloes and head coach Deion Sanders. That game is at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time and will be shown on ESPN2. The Sun Devils, led by quarterback Jeff Sims, are looking for their third straight win. Colorado is sitting at 3-7, coming off of a loss at West Virginia. That was a couple of weeks ago because West Virginia just lost here. West Virginia does not travel well, especially this far west. 2 weeks ago, they have lost 3 straight and 5 of the last 6 games. So I expect the Sun Devils, I don't care if it's ugly, I don't care if it's pretty, I don't care if it's a blowout, but win either way to go to 8-3.
Okay.
Sun Devil men's basketball, ASU has started the young season with a 3-1 record. Their only loss came at home against 19th ranked Gonzaga. They won their last game against Georgia State, and they'll be playing tonight in Hawaii.
Nice.
The Sun Devils are led by senior guard Maurice Odom and freshman center Moore Masamba Diop. So far, Odom is first on the team in scoring, assists, and steals, while Diop is second in scoring and rebounds and first in blocks. After their trip to Hawaii, ASU will then take on Texas on the 24th. So solid start out the gate for the men. The women, a little bit better. ASU's women are 4-0 to start the season. They are coming off wins at San Diego and Santa Clara. They will be home. That's how you spell home, by the way. I'm not going to show that. On Saturday afternoon, at 2 p.m. start against you. The 9 is silent.
You just threw a 9 in there.
The 9 is silent. Look, I was typing this pretty fast.
You were.
So they will be home on Saturday afternoon. That is a 2 p.m. start against UNLV. Sun Devils are led by a pair of senior guards, Gabby Elliott and Marley Washenitz. Elliott not only puts up about 19 points a game, but she's one of the best rebounding guards so far in the early season in the game with 8 boards per game. She also has, along with Washenitz, over 2 steals per game. So they're playing defense. I like ASU's next opponent for the women. UNLV is looking to stop a 2-game losing streak. All right, what's next?
Girls. Temperature of the Suns.
All right. Well, it's been crappy weather here in the Valley, but the Suns shine bright. We're only 15 games into the season, but already the Phoenix Suns are starting to get some attention for a team that was projected to finish 12th in the Western Conference. The Suns currently sit in 7th place after 15 games with a 9-6 record. They are 8-2 in their last 10 games after their recent win up in Portland. They will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Mortgage Matchup Center in downtown Phoenix on Friday night. I said preseason that I like how this team is built.
Yeah,
I do. If they're healthy,
We're
now
excited for them.
Green has only played 2 games for them this year. He's coming back from injury, but the 2 he's played in, he's looked pretty good. Dare I say, okay so far. To go with Brooks and to go with who's that guy? Oh, Devin Booker. Yeah, he's still here. He's not going anywhere. He's going to retire as a Sun.
Yeah.
Trust me on that. He may not win a championship, but he will retire as a Phoenix Sun. So looking forward to that matchup. That's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be against a team that went to the NBA Finals or Conference Finals last year. Or did they go to the Finals last year? I think they did. Minnesota. Minnesota go to the Finals, or they went to the Conference Finals last year?
I don't remember.
I think they went to the Finals.
All
right. Anyway, they're a good team. Is basically what I'm saying.
They're a good team.
All right, what's next?
Nailed it.
All right, so we get to have a little bit of fun on this show. If you wish to be a contestant on Nailed It, you have to be a resident of the Valley, because we do have some not so good prizes that I will have to hand over to you because they're not worth putting them in the mail and actually sending them to you. It's usually something out of my movie sack. You know you like what's in my sack. So
I played the fifth.
I will sing the lyrics of up to 4 classic rock songs. You get a half a point for knowing the title and a half a point for knowing the artist. The goal is to get a total of 3 points to win. You do get 1 pass, which is worth a full point. But you can't win on a pass. You must wait for my awesomeness to finish prior to giving an answer. You always know when I'm finished, as you will hear the words, nailed it. All right, I'm going to sing horribly. Maybe it's on purpose. Maybe it's not. Only she knows. Or does she? This might just be all up front, and I may have like a Bublé type of voice. So, no, I don't. All right. Are you ready? I think you'll like some of these selections that I have for you this week.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I gotta get in. I gotta get it in my head so I can sing it. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. Nailed it. Who you got?
I want to say the name of the song is Under the Bridge.
That is a half a point.
Something about the bridge.
Under the Bridge is correct. Who sings it?
Shit.
If you know the title and not the artist on this, I am going to be completely shocked. For some reason, it's the AC. I
really feel it. I want to say Tom Petty, but I don't feel like that's right.
What? That is Under the Bridge is not a Tom Petty song.
There you go.
It is by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Is that the Chili Peppers?
That's the Chili Peppers. It's like one of the best songs.
Yeah, no, I love that song, but I don't associate it with them in my head, apparently.
I do the high note, but I can't do a high note.
That's like new information somehow.
Under the bridge, I saw Sunday. All right. So you got a half a point. You need 2.5 more points. You still have a pass you can use. Here we go.
Okay.
Come doused in mud, soaked in bleach, as I want you to be, as a trend, as a friend, as an old memory. Nailed it. Artist, title.
I swear that I don't have a gun.
Liar.
Nirvana?
That is Nirvana. Half a point.
Come As You Are?
Come As You Are is the name of the song. Very good.
I have trouble with the names of their songs. I always have. I don't know why. So
oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yes. As a matter of fact, we'll give it. All right. So you now have 1.5 points. You still have a pass.
So I do have a pass. Okay.
You still have a pass. There's 2 songs remaining. Here we go. Son, she said, have I got a little story for you? What you thought was your daddy was nothing but while you was sitting home alone at age 13. Your real daddy was dying. Sorry I didn't see him, but I'm glad we talked. Nailed it.
I don't know this song at all.
What?
I'm going to say pass.
That is, okay, you get the full point. That is Alive by Pearl Jam.
Okay. Sure.
You still don't know it, dude. But you get the point. You now have 2.5 points. Your pass is gone. You need a half a point.
A half a point to win.
For this final song.
Okay.
Here we go. I woke up in a Soho doorway. A policeman knew my name. He said, "You can go to sleep at home tonight if you can get up and walk away." I staggered back to the underground and the breeze blew back my hair. I remember throwing punches around and preaching from my chair. Nailed it.
I don't have that one either.
Who are you? Who?
I don't know the name of that song or who sings it. It was CSI Miami, and now Walmart stole it and is torturing me with it.
Who are you? By the Who. You lose by half a point.
Half a point. Rude.
I thought with the 90s songs first that you would actually be able to get it. If you would like to be a contestant on Nailed It and win some not so glorious prizes, you have to be, if you want the prizes, you have to be in the Valley. If you don't care about the prizes, you just want to play, test your musical genius, then go ahead and message us at the S3 Podcast on Facebook, and then at SmartSide, SMAAHCSIDE on X. That is me on X, but you did not win.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Hey, well, very well earned, not knowing Pearl Jam, because I nailed it, and you should have known it. And also not knowing the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You knew the title of the song, but did not know.
No, my brain refuses to accept that that's them that's singing that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it's sitting courtside, standing on the sideline, or getting credentialed to cover your favorite team, it all starts with the right game plan. Join our free Sports Media X webinar and learn how to build your own sports media brand, get behind-the-scenes access, and turn your passion into press credentials. Register now at CoachJeffDemers.com/SMX. Spots are limited. Again, don't forget to follow us on Facebook for the S3 Podcast and Sports Media X. Also, make sure you follow myself at SmartSide, SMAAHCSIDE, and Lady M at Lady M_S3 on X. Once again, shout out to our main sponsor, Mr. Kevin Moore over at Liberty Buick. Shout out also to our men and women in uniform, those serving and those who have served. Lady M, you loser, you. Go back and listen to the show if you're just jumping on board. What are the final words?
Sean Payton eats corn vertically.
Oh, I love that. That was one of the best comments.
That was a great comment.
That was a great
comment. I am
comment.
not about 4048.
All right. What are the real final words, though?
Keep loving sports.
Love it.
That's the show for now. Shout out to the most badass military in the world and the toughest veterans to ever walk the planet. And as always, all you haters.